practice, and then obviously
Light.
the travel.
Light. We didn't get in until 2 in the morning. So, yeah. We're just physical recovery. A little bit extra for the guys that didn't play on Wednesday night. But today was just, just a little bit of playing. Get them back up on the horse.
Brian, when you scouting, you take the Portland game and then the RSL. I mean, how much is one way more than the other? Or is there things you're looking
You mean scouting wise?
when you look at your team in terms of,
Well, look, I chose to put out a lineup against RSL that, obviously didn't work. That needed to be a near perfect game. They're at the top of the table. They're at home. We had shorter rest. I mean, there was a lot of factors that went into that. I thought what I said after the game still stands true. We give up sequence of events. Goals change games, right? Chu brings the ball to Albert's right foot, and normally he gets that on goal. It's a little ahead of him, to be fair to Albert. But then if it's a little ahead of you, maybe he takes a touch, puts him in front of goal. The defender had already tried to intercept the pass. We don't score. Then we fight a little bit more. They score that goal. Okay, you got to give Luna some credit. But we should have done better defensively. Take the first goal. Right after that, Musowski's in. Goalkeeper's legs are like this wide. Kicks him in this right shin. I mean, just it's how our season's go. So we couldn't score. And then started the second half. Came out okay. Watched that. Actually showed a couple positive clips. Defending, trying to win the ball back. Georgie, okay. Gets around 2 guys. Has Christian top of the box. Maybe he's got to pass that ball. Make it 1-1. But it didn't work. We lost 2-0.
Sorry, just last one on that note. Is it fair to say when you talk about defending, your 3 blocks were overstretched on both of those?
What I'm saying is they beat us on 2 counters.
Right.
Mistakes that were preventable.
One of the big pieces there was losing Leo. Just wanted to see if you had an update on his injury.
3 to 4 weeks, adductor muscle pull. I think they're sending the MRI to our specialists, and it's 3 to 4 weeks.
Anything with Josh? We saw him do a little light work today.
Josh, not for this weekend. Probably, look, it'd be a miracle if he played against Phoenix. But St. Louis, he's got a good shot for it. Yeimer's totally okay, but he played already okay. All right, what else? Any other injury reports?
Raul and Obed.
Raul's fine. Obed's fine.
Obed's fine.
Yes, he was out there. I know you guys all saw it.
What do you think that Pedro's going to be able to give you tomorrow?
Hopefully a lot. But, okay, I'll answer the question seriously. Let's just make sure expectations are in line. He hasn't played in a while. He'd be a little rusty. He's certainly going to bring excitement. He is on a time limit, but we'll get him in the game as the game demands, and we'll see what we can do.
You talked about the physical recovery team. Mentally wise.
They're still good.
Yeah, they're still riding high off the sun.
They were. Look, you could make an argument. I don't know if I agree with it, Jackson, but you could make an argument that it was such an emotional big game, and then you fall flat the next game. But it was a mixed group, so that group should have kept some of that momentum going. We'll see what we get out of Vancouver. I think we have a little score to settle there. I don't think anybody liked any of those guys liked the way that game turned out the last time we played them. So I think we'll be fine.
Kind of to go off on that and some of what Masvidal was going to. I mean, you did rotate the squad pretty heavily. I mean, it was 6 changes. Is there ever, like, when you look at that tape and you see the talent of opposition you were facing, is there some leadway on, like, it's understandably that they would have had a hard time, or there's just...
Yeah. But your hands are tied a little bit. The only thing I would have changed, if you want my reflection on the whole matter, is we haven't won an RSL since 2011. And so with a group, maybe the tactics could have changed a little bit. Maybe we don't press as high up on the field. Maybe we backline a 5. You can think about playing that kind of game. Would I do it over again? I don't know. Maybe.
And what was your overall now assessment on the reasoning behind putting Sota where he did and how he played there?
Right back at Defiance a lot.
You feel like
He was fun. He was good.
You switch to the 4-4-2, I mean, what were you hoping to get there more?
I just wanted Jordan to get in front, up in front with Masowski, see if those two could change the game. You know.
Your center back, Jonathan Bell's like started a few games here. Is there competition there?
There's competition. That was one of the biggest parts of our conversation this morning. And that's good on the kid.
What has he brought for you then?
Athleticism, good left foot, steady Eddie play, good athlete, run a lot of things.
Decision making?
I was going to say, it was asked if that was a one-on-one conversation, or what do you mean?
No, amongst the coaches, Jada. Whether he should continue to play, not play, start, not start, that he's in that conversation now.
After looking at the film, what do you see from Georgie against RSL?
It's good. Very good. Dangerous player. Still needs a lot of work. Look, he's exciting kid, exciting to watch. I get it. The fans love it. But that play that I'm talking about, does he have that one final thought? He needs to slow down a little bit. Once he does all the hard work, then he needs to slow down and then take another look, see what, maybe the decision needs to be changed. Maybe the pitcher's changed. But the kid certainly wants to be here. He certainly is entertaining. And I would say the one thing that goes a long way in my book, the kid has worked and worked and worked. You look at his physical numbers, the amount of distance he's covering, sprinting VHID, goes back and defends. He's done a lot.
You said that one of the things would be a conversation with Craig about him.
Yep.
Because of Liz.
We're having that at 2 o'clock.
Will you tell me at 3 and
signs? You might hear that.
The salary data came out yesterday, which I'm sure is a wonderful day for you guys. But what does it do anything to underscore the production you're getting out of your highest priced?
I haven't looked at it. So
well, okay. So you know the most expensive players on the team. Do you feel like you're getting the production you want out of those?
Well, I haven't
players?
compared it to other players.
Okay.
You're talking about around the league or just
no? I mean, within the team, are you getting enough out of your highest priced players?
Well, I mean, look, it's a team sport, Jeremiah. There could be, we took 3 red cards. I mean, maybe you can point to that. Maybe that's why the team is dysfunctional in some ways. We had the injury to Albert right away at the beginning of the year, right when we trained all season long like this, like X, opened up a door for a guy that's got 7 goals. So, there's certain things that the team needs to figure out. I think that it's a little unfair. Let's get Pedro in. Let's get a group together that plays 4 or 5 games together, and then I can answer that.
So when it comes to the 2 players that are mainly kind of looked at and maybe they have not produced as much as they have in the past, and Albert and Jordan,
okay.
What is it about the situation, or do you still need to just assess with a full team, or what do you need to do to get more out of, let's say, Albert, for instance?
Well, we've talked to him. We've shown film. We've done all the things. Albert will start scoring some more goals when the team's in a good clip. I have confidence in him. Jordan, I hope for the same. When he's playing out wide, he can give you this. When he plays up front, he can give you that. Is it enough? We'll have to see. Is it enough? Then Craig and Adrian will have to make decisions. I mean, that's where we're at.
When it comes to JP, is he 100%, or is he still kind of dealing with some aches and pains?
He was dealing with some aches and pains after the Portland game, but that was one of the planned rotations. We didn't get to the other one, but we were going to split 45 with a couple guys to put a little more senior team out there.
On that same note, I guess Christian played again in center mid. Are you starting to? I mean, is it how temporary? I guess
That'll depend on Obed, and that'll depend on De La Vega. Because when De La Vega comes back, you're going to have real competition. Where's he going to play?
Any early thoughts on Vancouver, the way they play their wingbacks real high, and you've played them in the past?
3-4-3 or 3-4-1-2, however you want to put it. Good team. Haven't won though since they played us.